right now, without realizing it. Your brain is working against your future. Every time you choose to spend instead of save, every time you delay investing, every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, you're not being lazy, you're being human. Because deep inside your brain, there's an ancient system that doesn't care about your future wealth. It only cares about survival today, and that system is the reason most people stay broke for life. In a famous experiment, children were given a simple choice: one marshmallow now, or two marshmallows later. Most couldn't wait, not because they weren't smart, but because waiting felt painful. This is the core problem of long-term thinking. Your brain doesn't value future rewards the same way it values immediate ones. To your mind, tomorrow feels distant, abstract, almost unreal. But today feels urgent. Every time you spend money, your brain releases dopamine, a chemical that says, that felt good, do it again. Buying something new, ordering food, upgrading your lifestyle. It's not about the item, it's about the feeling. And here's the problem: saving money, investing for the future, they don't give you that same immediate reward. So your brain quietly pushes you towards short-term pleasure over long-term wealth. Humans hate losing more than they love winning. This is called loss aversion. Losing $100 feels far more painful than gaining $100 feels good. And this single bias destroys long-term thinking. Because investing feels like risk, saving feels like sacrifice, and both trigger the same fear. What if I lose? So instead, people choose safety. They spend now because it feels certain, even if it costs them their future. Humans hate losing more than they love winning. This is called loss aversion. Losing $100 feels far more painful than gaining $100 feels good. And this single bias destroys long-term thinking. Because investing feels like risk, saving feels like sacrifice, and both trigger the same fear. What if I lose? So instead, people choose safety. They spend now because it feels certain, even if it costs them their future.
Wealthy individuals aren't just richer. They think differently about time. They don't ask, what can I get now? They ask, what will this become later? They delay gratification. They invest early. They let time do the heavy lifting. Because they understand something most people ignore. Wealth is not built in moments. It's built in decades. Compounding is powerful. But it's also invisible at first. In the beginning, growth looks slow. Almost pointless. This is where most people quit. Because their brain expects immediate results. But compounding doesn't reward impatience. It rewards consistency. And by the time it becomes obvious, it's already too late to catch up. Here's something strange. Your brain doesn't see your future self as you. It sees them almost like a stranger. That's why it's easy to spend money today and leave your future self to deal with the consequences. Debt, stress, regret. Because psychologically, you're passing the problem to someone else, even though that someone is you. Modern systems are designed to exploit this weakness. One-click purchases, instant loans, buy now, pay later. Everything is optimized for speed. Because the faster you act, the less you think. And the less you think, the more you spend. This isn't accidental. It's engineered. So how do you escape this? You don't fight your brain. You work with it. You automate saving. So you remove decision-making. You create delayed rewards. So patience feels satisfying. And most importantly, you make your future feel real. Because the more connected you are to your future self, the better your decisions become today. Long-term thinking isn't about big sacrifices. It's about small, consistent choices. Saving a little. Investing regularly. Waiting when it's hard. These decisions feel insignificant in the moment. But over time, they separate those who struggle from those who build wealth. Most people won't build wealth. Not because they lack intelligence, but because they lack time perspective. They trade tomorrow for today. Again and again. Until tomorrow finally arrives. And by then, there's nothing left to trade. The question is, will you keep choosing now? Or finally start choosing later?